Coming in number 10, Nicole Arbor. Why this woman is still allowed online after her Dear Fat People video is beyond me. Nicole Arbor doesn't have a political point that's ever worth listening to, and she only ever falls to the side that supports her the most. During the riots, she fell right into the laps of white supremacists as she spouted some pretty wild things from her Facebook and Twitter pages. Amongst telling people to arm themselves and shoot, she also tweeted that white people were being lynched in broad daylight, then goes on to say that they don't want change, they want to even a score from a game played by people none of us have ever met before, which is just the most tone-deaf way to look at these protests. Plus, by saying they want to even the score, you're simultaneously admitting that the score is uneven. Someone please get her off YouTube now. Coming in number 9, J Station. With close to 6 million subscribers, J Station had cultivated a massive audience over the years of people that really love to get scared by his content. Now, clearly all of his videos were pre-planned, but that really didn't seem to matter. At one point in time, people really did love his content, although as time went on, he never really grew with his viewers. The thumbnails had more clickbait, the titles were bizarre, and not too long ago, he actually faked the death of his girlfriend. Oddly enough though, they just had started a channel together, but for whatever reason, he coerced her into making a video to fake her own death. People honestly had no idea if he was telling the truth or not until she made a video exposing him and his manipulation. It would have been bad enough had he had just made that video, but then he monetized a video about her resurrection. It was all very bizarre, and from that he lost a ton of subscribers. YouTube though seemingly has taken down his channel, but who knows how long it'll be before he's back up and running again. Coming in number 8, David Dobrik. I think everyone is capable of learning from their mistakes, but for David Dobrik it's going to be a while before people are willing to watch his content. Something about the way that he reacted to the initial story involving Dirty Dom has just left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. This incident may have even soiled the idea of having a vlog squad type group. With so many personalities and constantly walking that line of reality and entertainment, something is bound to go wrong. David did say in his second apology video that he would be taking a break from social media, but that he also loved creating content. So you know he will be just patiently waiting for this bad press to blow over before he comes back to YouTube. Although in our opinion, he should probably just stay on Facebook because his videos there seem to be doing some serious numbers, and for whatever reason, people on Facebook just do not care what he has done. Coming in number 7, Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star has been a problem on the internet since MySpace, so that just gives you a little bit of an idea of how long he's been creating content for. He thrives on controversy, and when the beauty guru drama started, it only exposed just how involved he was with stirring the pot. Some of Star's former friends, peers, and associates have all exposed him for being physically and at times sexually abusive towards others at the height of his MySpace fame. Yes, MySpace fame was actually a thing. Insider.com had also done a lot of digging into these allegations. During their investigation, they obtained text messages exchanged between the victims and the alleged abuser Jeffree Star. The sources cited that there was a $10,000 offer made by Star for them to retract their allegations. And there was also another accuser and 2 other people who witnessed Jeffree grope men around him without their consent. A total of 5 people even said that they personally witnessed Jeffree use a close-range stun gun or other tasing devices to hurt and intimidate those around him. Regardless, not only did this controversy open up more information about his abusiveness, but it also proved that he was paying people to stay quiet about it. And for that, we think he needs to leave YouTube. Coming in number 6, Jake Paul. Jake Paul is another YouTuber that has used controversy to propel his career from being a Disney actor to one of the most hated creators on YouTube. His first real controversy even got him fired from the Disney show Bizarre Vark in 2017 after his West Hollywood neighbors claimed that he turned their block into a war zone, which was then followed by the video of him jumping on that news van. Then following that, he found himself in deeper trouble for scamming his younger fans on more than one occasion. He really is someone that you can tell doesn't recognize or appreciate the support that he has been getting on the platform. Despite trying to scam people, despite being investigated by the FBI, despite coming under fire for using slurs and posting inappropriate videos for his younger fans, Jake Paul just still continues to upload. Coming in number 5, Tana Mojo. Now, Tana has had an unstable relationship with her fans for quite some time now. Whether you hated her for allegations of racism or her bizarre marriage to Jake Paul, there always seemed to be something. More recently, Tana went through 2 surges of mass attention from the internet. The first was her very notable switch to OnlyFans content, which was only followed by her Booty for Biden campaign. A controversy all on its own after many accused her of engaging in electoral fraud. This campaign basically stated that she would send nudes to Americans that showed proof they had voted for Joe Biden. Although none of that has to do with why we think Tana should be leaving YouTube. Fans recently have noted a very big shift in the way that Tana has been creating content on YouTube specifically. Previously, she was well known for more wacky storyline content that involved other creators telling wild stories from their lives. Now it appears Tana has shifted to a more vlog-oriented type of content featuring her friends. And a lot of people though just felt that the videos now were very disingenuous, and to many the only option is to switch back to what she was doing before or just quit YouTube altogether. Their opinion, not mine. Coming in number 4, Olivia Jade. Olivia Jade is a YouTube personality and daughter of actress Lori Loughlin. Olivia nearly has 2 million subscribers on her page and primarily posts vlog videos relating to beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. Although more recently she was tangled in a web of lies after her parents tried to bribe the college admissions at UCSC to accept her and her sister. More embarrassing than that is that all the photos that were released of her on a rowing machine were all staged just so that she could get into the school. They believe they could somehow make it appear as though they got into a university on a sports scholarship. Then these photos of her on the rowing machine came out and everyone started ridiculing her for them. All of this information was released when Olivia's father ran into an issue. According to the court documents, when a counselor at his daughter's school told USC during a routine call about applicants that they had no knowledge of her involvement in the rowing team and highly doubted the possibility based on what they knew of her video blogging schedule. And all I can do with this one is just shake my head, because some celebrities really think that they can just double dip in life without getting caught. So Olivia, maybe take a break from YouTube for a bit. Coming in number 3, James Charles. Last week, James Charles released an apology video in response to the allegations that he had exchanged inappropriate messages with people. Typically in a James Charles apology video, he shifts the blame from himself, but James full-on admitted to his mistakes. He admitted to having engaged in a flirtatious conversation with two 16-year-olds. Once from last year and again just recently, which was exposed all over TikTok. Although he is still standing by the defense that he believed both people were 18 years old at the time. However, if we are going to be transparent with James Charles' intentions, then I would be remiss if I didn't mention that this apology came after he was replaced on the YouTube TV show that he co-created called Instant Influencer. With repeated allegations of inappropriate sexual behavior, it's safe to say that most people just want to see James Charles quit YouTube. Coming in number 2, the Stokes twins. These two really blow my mind as to how they can continue to make content on YouTube. We had such a hard time in regards to just reacting to prank videos on our other channels, and yet the Stokes twins have been a menace to society but somehow are still allowed to post. If you recall, back in 2019, they filmed themselves staging a series of bank heists. In one of the videos, they were all black and ran away with big duffel bags stuffed with cash. At one point, they decided to get into an Uber, but a witness who thought it was a carjacking called the police. Then that poor Uber driver was ordered out of his car at gunpoint by the police because they believed that he was involved in the crime. Orange County District Attorney Todd Spitzer even said, "These crimes could have easily resulted in someone being seriously hurt or killed," which is the reason why they need to quit YouTube. They clearly care so much about the views that they are willing to put innocent people in dangerous situations. I mean, enough is enough. Last but certainly least, on our number 1 spot, Dirty Dom. This Dirty Dom character had been shaped and molded as part of David Dobrik's vlog squad, which often featured videos that bordered on reality TV, improv, and situational comedy. For years, they had built a joke around Dom's character that he was the sex addict, but little did they realize just how far he would take things. In the since deleted vlog video titled "She Should Not Have Played with Fire," Dobrik filmed Dom's victim as she entered a bedroom with him, then uploaded the footage as some sort of threesome plotline just a few days later. The traumatizing and unfortunate part was that the woman seen in the vlog was actually sexually assaulted by Dom. In addition to that, she claimed that the group fed her and her friends alcohol despite them being underage. The allegations are clear. His own friends have turned on him and condemned what he did, but for some reason his YouTube page is still active. Coming in number 10, Lily Singh. Her channel has garnered nearly 15 million subscribers and her tagline is comedy, inspiration, and good vibes. Well, if that were the case, then why do we only get bad vibes from this now hated YouTuber? Many fans of Lily were with her in her earlier days, but as they began to grow up, they soon realized that Lily is not evolving with them. A lot of her common complaints are that her content has become rather stale in the past year. Combine that with a more arrogant attitude now that she has a late show, and you begin to have fans jumping ship. No one likes watching someone that feels ungrateful for what they have, and even worse, no one likes watching her deliver hacky, tired monologue jokes on late night with Lily Singh. Plus, her mom and dad character should have been retired early on in her career. It feels like more of the same thing whenever you cringe watch her videos. Coming in number 9, That Vegan Teacher. Currently, Katie, aka That Vegan Teacher, has just over 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. She first went viral on TikTok for a song called "Eating Animals is Wrong, McDonald's" back in July of 2020. In September though, she had come under fire for comments she made regarding organ donation. In a TikTok, she said that she decided there was no way on earth that she would ever want any meat eaters to get her organs if she were to pass. She also recently made a video called "Are You Racist?" in which she uses the N-word as well as other profanity to present a bizarre argument of reclaiming these problematic words. Her content is without a doubt racist, homophobic, and another reason not to trust a vegan, but that's just my opinion. Her brain is clearly lacking proper nutrition, and she should probably quit YouTube so she isn't spreading any more false information. Coming in number 8, Eugenia Cooney. YouTube channels like Creepshow Art as well as her former friend Jacqueline Glenn have criticized her obvious weight loss and also YouTube for not protecting younger viewers from using Eugenia as thinspo. But Eugenia also apparently needs to protect her younger viewers from her own moderators. When you're a streamer, you have mods, and those mods are there to help a streamer with your community and keep the content PG. But there's some talk on Reddit about Eugenia Cooney's moderators on her Discord server. Apparently, a few of them are allegedly 3 of them at least. According to a Reddit thread called "Eugenia Has Skeletons of in her closet. One of them is a former mod that was a registered sex offender. Eugenia was unwilling to ban the mod despite her fans pressuring her to. People claim that Eugenia knew all about him and his past but chose not to remove him as her moderator. A second moderator was also accused of grooming and blackmailing. The Reddit author claims that they were 14 years old at the time and they are still suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder about it, and they also claim that they told Eugenia about it but Eugenia did nothing. Coming in number 7, Nikita Dragon. From James Charles to Jeffree Star, we've witnessed some of YouTube's biggest beauty vloggers not only start their own makeup lines, but open up brick and mortar stores to thousands of screaming fans. For Nikita Dragon though, she unfortunately caught the moment where she showed up with more people than were actually waiting for her store to officially open. A lot of this failure of a launching event came because fans were confused as to what exactly she would be selling. Before the store's opening, she had only 3 products available in her store, leaving many wondering if that's all that would be in there. To make matters worse, she even photoshopped her poster onto the TV in a photo she took outside of the store, which fans online spotted immediately once looking at the reflection on a nearby store window. Coming in number 6, Austin McBroom. The Ace family has over 18 million subscribers and have become very well known for the pranks that they would play on each other. After taking part in online challenges and overall blogging their day-to-day life, people really started to love the family. Although this family-friendly channel came under fire after the head of the family, Austin McBroom, started acting not so friendly. Austin's first point of backlash has to be when he took his wife's 5-year-old sister into, let's just say, an erotic store, and then he filmed her buying a phallic lollipop. Almost every person was disgusted by this, and their subscribers definitely took a hit. Although by far the thing that got him the most backlash was when he posted to Twitter saying, "Some of y'all are ungrateful for free content. Some of y'all should be charged every time you watch someone's video. I don't know why y'all think it's just so easy to make videos every day or every other day. If it was so easy, everyone including yourself would be doing it." This was met with fire and brimstone on Twitter, and people ripped him up and down for this statement. He later removed the tweet, but luckily someone had taken a screenshot. Coming in number 5, Onision. Believe it or not, but this guy is actually still posting to YouTube despite the many examples of problematic behavior that he's expressed over the years. He has just over 1.4 million subscribers that keep coming back for his content regardless though. So far all of his channels, because he has more than one, have been demonetized by YouTube, but even that has not stopped him. Creepshow Art even recently put out a video detailing how he is back on YouTube and back to emailing her. Along with several other commentary YouTubers on the platform, he has been consistent with his harassment of these YouTubers who are simply trying to expose him for being the creep that he is. I mean, they did accomplish their goal because you can't even type his name into Google without first seeing all the terrible things that he's done. But even still, he needs to stop. Coming in number 4, Rice Gum. In his first popular video, Rice Gum criticized young social media stars who made their name on the app Musical.ly. He called out the app's biggest stars for the behavior in their Musical.ly videos, which he thought was inappropriate for their ages. This kind of stirring up drama with other YouTubers though is what made people attracted to his content. Along with that, his videos range from diss tracks and whack bars to overly sexualized thumbnails, all leading to his annoying mouth firing off about practically nothing. His mystery box scandal though, that immediately felt fake to anyone that's at an age of critical thinking, and it's most likely what led him to getting a lot of hate. None of his audience members had a problem with him stirring up beef with other YouTubers because they are in a position of power. Although, when you promote gambling to an underage audience and accept the check without looking into the details, that just comes off as evil, dude. Instead of taking full responsibility for what he had done, Rice Gum leans into the claims made against him. He proceeds to shift blame and snitches on other YouTubers who have made similar videos, asking for them to be called out as well. When does that ever work? Never. The answer is never. Coming in number 3, Danielle Cohn. At 15 years old, Danielle was coming for all the views when she posted a series of videos showcasing that she was both pregnant and getting married. Although it wasn't long until her mother pulled a Tekashi 6ix9ine and ratted her out to BuzzFeed. Cohen's mother said that her daughter's wedding was fake and meant to be clickbait, but she did not comment on the pregnancy, so there was also that too. Later on, as the controversy developed and her views skyrocketed, Danielle admitted that the entire thing was manufactured, for which her fans deemed extremely irresponsible, and we agree as well. Especially considering that she has a huge younger fan base of followers, this behavior should be called out immediately, and she should be taken off of YouTube. Coming in number 2, Casey Neistat.
No. Yeah, we were trying to do a serious thing here, and this is not funny. Do not be, that's ketchup. Do not be upset. There are children watching. That was not funny. That's totally uncool.
Teaming up with Fox News, Casey and his brother were attempting to show them how easy it was for thieves to steal bikes in New York City. Casey, thinking it would be fun to prank the on-the-street host, ended up really making a fool out of himself. When his brother started using the saw to break the chain around the bike used in this example, Casey shot ketchup onto the ground and dropped as if his neck had been sliced. When no one was laughing and the woman interviewing them began freaking out, he quickly had to stand up, dust himself off, and apologize. And I don't think enough people remember this incident. Last but certainly not least, our number one spot, Ravana.
Llevo aquí más de un mes, pues no aquí, pero sí en Asia, fue a Japón.
What's worse than listening to a vegan tell you about how great they feel is following someone that's famous for that. Giovanna Mendoza, who goes by the name Ravana on YouTube, was famous for her vegan recipes and routines. She often preached how terrific the diet made her feel, which excited her legion of vegan fans. Unfortunately, she was pulling one over on those loyal followers. Her messaging is all about revealing your authentic self and urging her fans to eat fruits and veggies only. Yet when another vlogging friend posted a video of herself eating with Ravana, the raw vegan fans were quick to spot a bunch of fish on the plate in front of her. It was a huge fail that lost her many fans, along with angering those who already didn't like vegans.
In at number 10, we got Leafy is here. Although it seemed Leafy was one of those guys that everyone loved to hate, when he randomly stopped uploading videos, it had a lot of people wondering what happened. He was a total ghost until Keemstar from Drama Alert somehow managed to get an exclusive interview with the guy. Leafy explains he has invested in stocks and bonds, and although he misses YouTube, he probably won't be back. When asked why he left in the first place, Leafy explained he felt like YouTube was getting worse and worse, and making videos every day can really take a toll. It's hard to constantly put out content, especially at such a rapid rate. There was also the monetization issues of random things getting demonetized, which still seems to be an ongoing issue. And given the direction YouTube is going in, I don't think Leafy will make his return anytime soon. Lucas Cruikshank, he was one of the original YouTube stars. As his character Fred, he would go on to get his own TV show and be featured on shows such as iCarly, Hannah Montana, and even get a few movies portraying the character Fred. While this was all happening, Fred's channel was still uploading content, but it seems he hasn't been featured on it for years. The channel's last upload came in July of 2015, and as of today it seems like Fred, or Lucas, which is his real name, uploads regularly to his other YouTube channel, which is Lucas. So good to know he's back, but the moniker of Fred appears to be no more. He most likely retired the character after the transition of film and TV somewhat flopped, and he decided he wanted to pursue other ventures. At number 8, Lisa Nova. With over 500,000 subscribers, Nova had quite the following back in the day. She would upload quite regularly, but her most recent video was posted 5 years ago. And that's it. She transitioned into the film and TV world, working on a handful of projects, most notably The Wedding Ringer in 2015. Prior to that, she co-founded Maker Studios in 2009, and in 2014 it was sold to the Walt Disney Company for $500 million. So I think it's safe to say Nova got her payday and decided to enjoy all that hard work she put in. To this day, people aren't really sure what she's up to, but I wouldn't be surprised if she's lounging on a beach or even a yacht. This girl's got it made for sure. Coming at number 7, Marina Joyce. I mean, this girl's disappeared a handful of times. Was it for publicity, or did she just need a break from YouTube? In 2016, when she first disappeared, she eventually came back to the platform and said she was dealing with depression and couldn't make videos because she wasn't in the right frame of mind. But then she disappeared again in 2019 for a good 10 days. She was found again safe and well, but it's slightly concerning that she keeps randomly disappearing. Whatever she is dealing with, hopefully she'll be okay. Depression is a very tough thing to live with, and if the channel is attributing to her depression, maybe she should just step away for good. Number 6, we got Michelle Phan. Phan is seen to be one of the pioneers of tutorials in the makeup world of YouTube. She had 9 million plus subscribers back in 2016 and was uploading quite regularly until one day she just stopped. For close to 2 years, she had fans and supporters wondering what had happened to her and why she stopped uploading content. Eventually, she came back to the platform with a video titled Why I Left. She explained she had to do some soul searching and had many of her subscribers hoping she'd be back. Then she didn't post again for another 2 years, but as of now it seems like she's uploading more frequently. So maybe it's time for Phan to get back on top of the YouTube makeup game. Only time will tell. Number 5, we got Lil Tay. It seems Lil Tay went from 0 to 100 real quick and then back down to 0. The youngest stunner in the game quickly rose to the top because, well, she was a kid with wads of cash and chains and would sit in stupidly luxurious cars, telling those watching her they can't be like her. I mean, what's not to love, right? She was even featured on Good Morning America, and it seemed like there was no stopping the preteen, until the truth came out. It was revealed that Tay's mother, a real estate agent in Vancouver, was using unsold luxury homes to film her videos. She got fired shortly after that was revealed. Then everything really started going downhill when videos of Tay's brother Jason was seen and heard literally telling her what to say and do for the persona of Lil Tay. And the final straw? A video of her smoking out of a hookah. Jason confirmed it was her with a tweet that read, "LOL, my sister be smoking hookah at 9 LMAO." And since receiving an overwhelming amount of backlash, they decided to wipe all traces of Lil Tay. Her Instagram and YouTube accounts are now clean slates. It's believed she's going to be rebranded, and we're yet to see what that rebrand looks like, but I got a feeling it won't be the Lil Tay we were first introduced to. Number 4, Eugenia Cooney. Cooney had over 1.5 million subscribers at the time of her hiatus. Many were extremely concerned with how thin she was getting and actually feared for her health. In January of 2019, she disappeared after uploading a video about Kingdom Hearts, and then reappeared in July of 2019. She stopped posting on social media as well, and many people thought she had actually passed away. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. She just went to seek medical help. She's been working with doctors, looks healthier than ever, and has seen her channel grow exponentially. At the time of this recording, she has just under 2.5 million subscribers and seems to upload videos every 2 to 3 weeks. Number 3, GradeAUnderA. This guy had quite the following on YouTube and then randomly just stopped uploading. He's done this more than once, and he's currently in the middle of another hiatus. Or maybe he's called it quits altogether. Who knows, really. GradeA uploaded a video in May of 2017 explaining his whereabouts. He said he'd upload regularly as well as stream on Twitch, but then he didn't upload another video until September of 2017. He said he needed time to focus on himself and was dealing with depression, but a new video would come in following days. It didn't. Then on January 1st of 2019, he uploaded a video and seemed to be uploading videos once a month. His last video came in March of 2019, and that's it. It seems he may be calling it quits once and for all, focusing on himself and other ventures. Number 2, Kev Jumba. Real name Kevin Wu was also one of YouTube's original stars. After starting his page in 2006 and getting featured on YouTube's homepage in 2007, he was the 3rd most subscribed channel in 2008. He would go on to collaborate with the likes of Jeremy Lin and Jessica Alba, and then get signed to one of the world's largest talent agencies, CAA. He then went on to work in the Martin Scorsese film Revenge of the Green Dragons, and it seems the kid was on his way to being a name in Hollywood. But then reality hit. Wu told The Hollywood Reporter, "I was able to make a large number of people laugh or connect to what I was saying, but my personality became very dependent on what my viewers thought of me. You get caught when you're so young and haven't experienced the wide range of life and reached a point of adulthood where you could see things more objectively." He enrolled in school and seemed to be on a good path until he was hit by a car in June of 2015. The crash broke his spine, collapsed his lungs, and turned his world upside down. He hasn't been active on social media since 2017 and has recovered from his accident, but seems to continue keeping the focus on his well-being, as we all should. Number 1, Hanna Minx. Although she wasn't necessarily considered a big YouTuber because she didn't have millions of subscribers, Minx currently has just under 19 million views on her channel. She hasn't posted a video in 6 years at the time of this recording, and fan theories ranged from her disappearing because she got married and had a family, all the way to her just being sick of the harassment she received online. If you look at the comments on her videos, most are people just commenting on her boobs. Could be both, that she was sick of that and has a family. So I could see why she was over it, but I won't lie, I love when you guys comment on my looks. It gives me a false sense of hope. All joking aside, guys, Minx just went MIA, and to this day, no one knows for sure where she is or what she's up to. She kinda just vanished. She did land a movie role while she was still making videos, but since her departure from YouTube, who knows what she's really been up to. There was a post on Reddit saying she got married based off her Facebook page, but again, who knows if that's even legit.